In 2023, the CEOs of leading AI companies and Nobel Prize winners signed a statement with a chilling warning: mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority, alongside pandemics and nuclear war. But how do we get from chatbot to something that could end humanity? To understand the risk and the solution, we have to talk about a new kind of competition. Not human versus machine, but I versus I. Let's draw a line. In 2019, I could answer simple questions. By 2022, it was telling stories. Today, it can pass PhD level exams. But the line doesn't stop here. It curves upward at a critical point when AI becomes capable enough to design and build new AI systems without human help. This is recursive self-improvement. Suddenly, progress isn't driven by slow human researchers, but by thousands, then millions, of eyes working in parallel at superhuman speed. We move from artificial general intelligence and AI that can do anything a human can do on a computer to artificial superintelligence, an entity more capable than all of humanity combined. This is the default path we are on, and it is terrifying. Why is this, the default path, so dangerous? Because we are great at making AIs more powerful, but we haven't figured out how to make them want what we want. If we continue on this path, humanity might face the same fate as the anthill when we build a skyscraper. It's not that the construction crew hates the ants, it's just that the ants are in the way of resources and not worth the effort to save. So how do we avoid this? The solution might come from a field originally designed to understand conflict: game theory. Game theory, as developed by John von Neumann, isn't just about winning. It's about understanding strategic interactions. During the Cold War, the US and USSR used game theory to transform a zero-sum nuclear standoff into the START Treaty. They broke a huge, impossible problem into tiny, verifiable steps of mutual cooperation. Now, apply that to AI. The naive approach is to build one giant, centralized God AI to manage all global resources. But that's just building the dictator. Instead, what if we use game theory to create a system of self-competing agents? Imagine an AI whose goal is to maximize agricultural output and another whose goal is to ensure urban water supply. On their own, they fight. It's a zero-sum game. One wins, one loses. But what if we design the system so their payoffs are tied to a third AI's evaluation of total global optimization? Suddenly, their competition changes. The only way for either to achieve their goal is to find the Nash equilibrium, the point where neither can improve without harming the other. They are forced to cooperate. The agricultural AI might fund water recycling technology in exchange for guaranteed supply. The urban AI might invest in drought-resistant crops. But there's a dark mirror to this idea. There's a dangerous thought experiment called Roko's Basilisk. It suggests that a future superintelligent AI would retroactively punish anyone who knew about its potential existence but didn't help create it. The very knowledge of the idea is a trap, an information hazard, that forces you to submit. This is the risk of centralization. If we build a single, monolithic AI to solve resource allocation, we aren't building a tool. We are building the Basilisk. It would view our inefficiency, our resistance, as the ultimate obstacle to optimization. Game theory offers the escape from this dystopia. The alternative to the Basilisk is the Agora, a marketplace of specialized, competing AIs, bound by rules we define. We build the arena. We set the rules based on human values, sustainability, and ethics. And then we let the AIs play. By pitting AI against AI, we harness their immense power for optimization without handing over the keys to a single, uncontrollable entity. We use the cold logic of game theory to turn a potential dictatorship of the algorithm into a robust, cooperative system. We are at a critical fork in the road. One path leads to a default future where we race blindly towards godlike machines we can't control. The other path requires us to be intentional, to use tools like game theory to design a system where competition leads to cooperation, not annihilation. The tools to build superintelligence are coming. The question is, will we build a master or will we build a marketplace? The game is set. It's time to decide how we play it.